Good, happy Friday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, we're following some breaking news. Suspect shot and killed after Massachusetts chase ends in New Hampshire. A suspect is dead after an hour-long police pursuit that started in Massachusetts ended in New Hampshire around midnight Friday morning. Massachusetts police say after a suspect wanted out of Maine crashed his vehicle at Bear Hill Road and Amesbury Road in Newton, troopers fired weapons and the suspect was shot. It's not clear whether the suspect shot himself or was hit by gunfire from troopers. He was pronounced dead at the scene. None of the troopers nor anyone else was reported injured. The pursuit began in the area of Malden, Massachusetts, late Thursday night and made its way through Merrimack Valley region before crossing the border into Newton. The suspect also drove for much of the time on damaged tires after he hit stop sticks but kept going. The investigation in Newton is underway. The jurisdiction of the New Hampshire Attorney General's Office and New Hampshire State Police. Police in Prosciutto, Maine confirmed to our sister station WMTW that the truck involved in the chase is linked to Michael Brown Pasquill, who is wanted on multiple charges, including sexual assault. Stay with us for updates to this developing story as well. Judge to announce verdict in texting suicide trial. The judge in the texting suicide trial of Michelle Carter will announce his verdict Friday at 11 a.m., the judge announced Thursday afternoon. Carter is charged with manslaughter in the 2014 suicide of 18-year-old Conrad Roy III. The judge will decide if Carter should be convicted of manslaughter for pushing her boyfriend to commit suicide. Prosecutors said the 17-year-old Carter pressured Roy to take his own life through a ton of text messages. They said she told Roy to get back in his truck when he became frightened while trying to kill himself with carbon monoxide. Judge Lawrence began deliberating Carter's fate Tuesday in the jury waived trial. A court clerk said Thursday that the judge will announce the verdict Friday in Bristol Juvenile Court in Taunton. The case has been closely watched in the legal community and widely shared on social media, in part because of dozens of text messages Carter sent Roy in days before he was found dead of carbon monoxide poisoning in his truck parked in a Kmart parking lot. Crews battle fire at Portland home, 4 sent to hospital. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 in Maine.
It's a phase that you have to sort of get through.
What you can do is find out ways to manage it.
This can be a very tough conversation for parents to have. I'm just glad that we're starting it for them.
Okay, it looks like we're having a little technical difficulties with the video playing. Crews battled a house fire in Portland Thursday night that sent 4 people to the hospital. Firefighters said the fire broke out at a home on Lorian Street just after 10 p.m. Fire officials said the fire started on the 2nd floor and was knocked down pretty quickly. Neighbors reported seeing a lot of heavy smoke coming from the roof. Officials said a total of 4 people were transported to the hospital to be treated for smoke inhalation. The cause remains under investigation. Trump to unveil new Cuba travel restrictions in aim to slam Regma's human rights record. President Donald Trump will unveil a new Cuba policy on Friday that will both seek empower the Cuban people and severely limit travel to the communist nation, according to senior White House officials. Wife of alleged Virginia shooter, I can't believe he did this. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Before you text, email, take a picture, watch a show, listen to music, or make a call, we ensure your phone will go through our toughest safety check ever. Introducing our 8-point battery safety check.
We learned new details tonight about the gunman, the video of what he said at an Occupy Wall Street rally, and late today, his tearful wife speaking out just moments ago. And here's ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross.
In an emotional appearance tonight outside her home.
Horrible. Horrible.
James Hodgkinson's wife of almost 30 years, Sue, said she cannot explain what her husband did on that baseball field.
I just don't know what to tell you people. I had no idea this was going to happen, and I don't know what to say about it.
She said her husband made preparations to go to Washington at the beginning of the year, selling off almost all he owned.
That he wanted to go up there and work with people to change the tax brackets.
Tonight, federal agents are still trying to learn how Hodgkinson's political activism turned into political terror. 6 years ago, he was among hundreds in the Occupy Wall Street movement, speaking to a local Fox affiliate in St. Louis.
The 99% are getting pushed around, and the 1% are just not giving a damn.
But friends and family say Hodgkinson became distraught over the election of Donald Trump, and his comments on Facebook took on a dark tone. On March 22nd this year, Hodgkinson wrote, "Trump is a traitor. Trump has destroyed our democracy. It's time to destroy Trump and company." 2 days later, neighbors called police to say Hodgkinson had fired off 50 shots into the air.
That's when we brought the little kids in and called the sheriff.
The sheriff's report says no charges were brought because he had a valid Illinois firearm owner's ID card.
He said he would quit shooting and that he would actually take his gun to a gun range where it was safer.
A few days later in March, Hodgkinson left for Washington, spending the next 2 months living out of a van in the parking lot of the Alexandria, Virginia YMCA, just across the street from the baseball field.
I can't believe he did this. I can't believe.
That wife speaking out just moments ago. Brian Ross with us here tonight. Investigators still believe, Brian, that this man was acting alone, no accomplices?
That's right, David. They still believe he did act alone. As his former lawyer put it, he was an angry little man with a very big chip on his shoulder, David.
Brian Ross with us again tonight. Brian, thank you.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday. See you back here later on today. Bye, everyone.